Hello, everyone. It's been a while. Sorry about that. Uh, of course, there's things I would like to talk about and things that I've been wanting to do for a video, but in all honesty, it's been hard to kind of structure what I want to say and the things that I wanted to talk about. Just putting all my thoughts together and putting it into something that's decent to watch, just worthwhile. I haven't really felt like I've been able to do that, so rather than just put junk out there, I've just decided to not do anything as of recent. So, my apologies. I know there's been a lot of you that have been asking for a status update and how things are going now, and I really appreciate that. I really, really do. So, to all the people that have been watching regularly throughout this whole time, I do feel like I've let you down, and I apologize for that. I just didn't want to put out garbage. So, that, and it was nice to take a little bit of time off because this is a lot of work. It's not easy for me. I don't consider myself to be very skilled at making these, and so it takes me a lot of time just to make something that's a couple minutes because I nitpick over everything. I don't like the way that I've said something, so I just delete it all. I'm hard on myself. What can I say? But anyway, where things are at now, I've been frustrated because I feel like I'm not where I thought I was going to be. I was used to going 100 miles an hour, and now it's like I'm doing 35. That's been something that's been very frustrating for me to deal with, not only physically, but in my mind. I want to go and I want to do things and I want to live life. I want to go out and have fun. I want to do things like I used to do. And I'm not saying that I can't. It's different. It's very different. By the time I get home from work each night, I'm pretty much exhausted. I'm spent. There is occasions where I can, buckle down and get things done. But for the most part, it's like, man, I just want to eat and I want to relax and try to rest because my whole body, my legs are just so achy and tired. Uh, it's tough. And then the weekends are really not much different because after working all week, it feels like your body's just exhausted and it's telling you, okay, sorry, I know you want to do some things, but we're not going to do that. We're going to be lazy and rest. And I know that doesn't help. A body in motion wants to stay in motion. I'm very much of the belief that, when you look at like older people, my grandfather is 97 and he's been active his entire life. Even up until maybe 10 years ago, he was riding bicycles, multiple miles a day on trips and, working in the garden and things like that. And he just stays busy. And then when you sit down, you die, right? So I know that resting and chilling out is not necessarily helping me, but when I push myself and just try to do it, I can only push myself so far before it causes like a situation where my body's just in shutdown mode and there's nothing I can do to stop it. A situation where like you could fall asleep at night and wake up in the middle of the day or late in the afternoon the next day, and then when you wake up you're still tired. That's the type of reaction my body has when I push too hard, and it's frustrating because I'm used to going, and doing more than this. So physically, I don't know if this is as good as it ever will get. I hope not. uh, Still have a lot of pains. There's kind of like the whole chest and up under the armpit area. uh, a lot of this is still dead. Like I can't feel it if I'm just touching it like this. But if like now when I have to get a cold shower because we don't have any power, thanks to the Hurricane Helene, it's like pins and needles in this area, like somebody's stabbing me with needles. So I can feel the deeper stuff. It's just a lot of skin level things are not right. I can't feel them. It's almost like it's asleep. Sometimes there's just different sensations altogether. So it's really weird. I guess it's like some type of nerve damage from the whole surgery. I mean, that was a huge incision. They had to go through my ribs with VATS several times. I'm sure there's a lot of trauma that happened in that area, but I would have thought that by now things would be just normal. I mean, not normal in the sense that this never happened, but I thought pain would go away. I thought that, my strength and stamina would be back to normal, and they're not. So it's frustrating. But yeah, so anyway, Hurricane Helene, it came through our area and it caused a lot of trouble. I'm in the northwest corner of South Carolina, and we didn't expect it to really do anything here other than rain and have some wind. But it really did a lot of damage that nobody was prepared for. Within a mile of my house, there's probably 6 power lines down with massive trees laying on them, falling across the road, power lines laying across people's driveways. It's just not a good situation.
Damn.
We've been without power since Thursday night. Thursday night at about 2 in the morning, so I guess technically Friday morning, 2 a.m. We've been without power. It went off and it stayed off, and now it's Monday. So we're not in the greatest of situations. Things could definitely be better, but we definitely have it a lot better than a lot of other people in Florida. I've seen Asheville, North Carolina, there's parts of Tennessee that they've received massive amounts of flood damage, and that's kind of this area too, but not nearly as bad. I mean, people have lost absolutely everything. So as I sit here without power and, after throwing away the entire refrigerator of perishable food, milk, and things like that, it's frustrating, but we still have a house. We have a roof over our head. We're not wondering what's next. But, we're just kind of stuck here because there is starting to become a little bit of a shortage of gas. We didn't see that at first where I'm at, but we started seeing it last night where gas stations are running out. Every day, every time you go by the gas station, there's 100 cars lined up trying to squeeze in there and get gas. So I'm sure a lot of this is people kind of panic buying, but whatever the case may be, we're starting to run out. There has been no ice to speak of this entire time. So it's rough, but we are blessed and thankful that we have what we have. And now I'm sitting here waiting on the pharmacy to open. They're not going to. So I'm trying to get the doctor to send my prescription to a different pharmacy so that I can get that stuff picked up, because without that, I just don't see myself really making it through a work day. When I've been trying to ration it to make it stretch out, but my prescription basically ran out Friday or Saturday. I can't remember which, but that was when this all started and nobody was open. So I've been trying to stretch it out, but it's taken a toll on me. So right now I am cooking. Yes, I'm cooking on this little burner stovetop. My water is ready to go. Look at that. Got some noodles. So, let's go ahead and turn this guy off. Might move this to the sink, just in case I spill any. Just try to get through and live the best that we can. Well, anyway, my wonderful breakfast is done. So I am going to get off of here and eat this and see what we can maybe accomplish today. So I will try to make some more updates. I will try to put some things together that I do want to talk about. I think it's healthy to get things off your chest, and it's an interesting life experience. So of course I want to share to maybe help somebody one day. I just really need to think about these things and really get them well organized in my mind and laid out on paper of what I want to do and how I want to do it, because I don't want to put out crap. I want it to be something worthwhile. So until next time, thank you for watching. We'll see you again.